Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY Happy Wednesday afternoon. On today's live, I'm going to show you some really fun ideas, including some decoupage for Easter eggs that have more of a natural look. And I'm going to tell you everything start to finish on how you make them. This is just going to be the first time though, because I have about 500 other Easter egg ideas that I want to do in the near future. So as you're hopping on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're watching this on replay too. And let's just jump right in. And if you like this idea, you like any of these Easter eggs, or you have friends that are crafty, feel free to sprinkle this video to your social media as well. Okay, so let's start out with, let's see, where do I need to move? Let's start out with me talking about doing Mod Podge. Hey, Carmelina. Okay, so this is an Easter egg that I am working on right now. It's still wet. This is basically what this started as, okay? And to do this, what you're gonna do, let me aim my camera down a little bit better. Sorry, guys. It may cut off my head, but you'll have a better view. Okay, so to make Mod Podge Easter eggs, what you're gonna do basically is take your choice. It could be sheet music, it could be hymnal music, it could be dictionary pages, it could be old pages out of a book, it could be scrapbook paper, it can be absolutely whatever you want it to do. And this is one out of that my favorite vintage dictionary. And I just folded it in half. And then I'm just gonna start cutting strips. Okay, and they're gonna look like this. You're gonna need some long ones and some shorter ones. So for the shorter ones, you can essentially just cut this in half. All right, they don't have to be straight, they don't have to be neat, they don't have to be anything. And then you're gonna pour a bowl, a little bit into a bowl, sitting next to you, some of this Mod Podge in matte finish, okay? Then you're gonna just take your Easter egg, this one right here, started his life out as one of these guys, that you fill with Easter candy and you hide it on Easter morning for your kids to find some candy. So, and there's many different sizes that you can do. These ones are kind of on the larger size, but it really doesn't matter. I have done these ones also. These ones came from, I don't remember, I've had them for a while. They're the exact same thing, they're just white, but they're smaller, okay? So then you're just going to, I use my hands, but you could use a brush if you wanted to. I just will put my hand in the bowl of Mod Podge and run it over the piece of paper. And then you just start layering them every other way. Your hands are gonna be disgusting and gross when you're finished. In fact, I still have Mod Podge on me. It's on my fingernails. It's hard to get it off, but it is much easier for me anyways to do it with my hands than to try to do it with a brush or a foam, okay? And when you're done, it's gonna look like this. All right? It's gonna look kind of milky and you're gonna think, oh my gosh, did I use too much Mod Podge? No, you cannot use too much Mod Podge. All right, this will dry clear. And it takes a good couple of hours for it to dry. And then the fun part really starts. And that's the part where you get to embellish the eggs. Oh, and let me show you these other two eggs that I'm working on. This thing right here, I got at Target last year. It's a wood Easter egg that has a little hangy thing. And I never got around to doing it last year, so you could use something like this. And then this one that's in process is a big egg. I'll show you in comparison to this one. This was one of the, and it has a flat bottom. This was one of those ones that come apart in a half, and I don't know what you're supposed to do with them, but I'm working on decoupaging mine, and sometime in the next week I'll be back on and I'll show you some more ideas. So really the Easter eggs can be absolutely whatever size you want. Okay, so the fun starts after you have your decoupage on and it's dry. And there's really a zillion different things that you can do. This one right here, isn't that pretty? Let me see if I can hold it closer. Okay, this one here has that new ribbon that I showed you that I got at Hobby Lobby that looks like this. Buy it in the ribbon department where it's $3.49 because they have the exact same thing in the wedding department and it's $6.50 there. But it's a pretty kind of braided jute with little leaves in it. So I put that around the middle of it. Then I glued on some of this moss that I got at the Dollar Tree, but you can get it everywhere, okay? Can you see how I glued that on? Then I had purchased some feathers, while I was in Boise visiting my mom, and I glued on a couple little feathers. Can you see those right here? And then to finish it off, because I felt like it looked kind of naked right there in the front, I used one of the gray mother of pearl vintage buttons that I had, and I just glued that on. And then I don't know if you guys remember when I got all of these little tin tarts before Christmas and we made ornaments out of them. I bought them at my favorite thrift store in Boise on another trip called Super Saver. And so I just took these to put my Easter eggs in for now, and I hot glued some of that reindeer moss into it. And then I'm just sitting this in it. Isn't that cute? Do you guys like that? Okay, that's the first one. I love it. Now keep in mind that these kind of all have the same feel, but that's, you know, because this is what I did today. So I will be coming back probably multiple times with other looks, other ideas that you can do. Here's another one. This was one of the smaller Easter eggs. Same exact thing. I put some feathers on it, that same ribbon, and then another gray button in one of these little Easter tin tartlets or whatever you want to call that. Isn't that pretty? Those look super cute together. And to me, you guys, these do not scream Easter. So I could put them out now and keep them out for spring until I switch my whole house over to summer. Let's see, were there any questions? The leather bracelets would make cute strands for the, ooh. And I have a couple of those leather bracelets right here. If you didn't catch the live that I did yesterday, I showed you how to take these bracelets, these leather cuffs from Hobby Lobby that are so inexpensive. We did the same thing. You guys must think that I eat, breathe, and sleep Mod Podge and vintage dictionary books. I really don't, but I am kind of obsessed with them right now. So anyways, I used that same thing on these, plus a stamp, and then I cut out some little coin-looking things from a dictionary page. And so yeah, that could be cute to put one of these without the decoration on it around Mod Podge, Decoupaged Easter egg. Okay, then this one is slightly different than what I've just showed you. This one I did sheet music. And it's one of these, this style Easter egg. It's a wooden one, so it's heavier. Okay, and I decided not to cut this off, that I might hang it on a cabinet or something, I don't know. So I just went around the tummy of that multiple times with some jute. And then I purchased these flowers. Where are they? Yesterday at Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off. And they were $5.99, so they were like $3 for all of these. And so I just used hot glue and I glued that on there. So those are the Easter eggs that have Mod Podge. Now I want to show you this one. Oh my goodness, and let me tell you one thing. I love the look of this egg. It's covered in that same reindeer moss, is what that's called, from the Dollar Tree. This took like 4 glue gun inserts to do, and I thought it would be easier to just use a hot glue gun. I just put hot glue on this egg. It's this same size. And then I pulled reindeer moss out and smooshed it in all the way around. And then I took some scissors at the end and sort of gave it a little mossy haircut. And then I didn't glue these feathers on. I just tied them on with some twine that I went around and around. This, I love the look of this, but holy cow, this is a messy project. You're gonna have glue strings everywhere. I can still see glue strings. And you're gonna have this reindeer moss all over. But isn't it cute? What do you guys think? I love it. So then I just popped this in a little basket that I had with some paper shreds. Anyways, one thing I'm thinking about doing on one of these Easter eggs that I'm not finished with is I'm thinking about using some of these butterfly transfers. You just rub them on with a popsicle stick. And I didn't sleep last night, my usual 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. thing. And so I had a very long tour of Pinterest last night, and I found some amazing ideas that I can't wait to share with you. And then I sketched them in that cute little notebook that I showed you that I decoupaged the front of it. So anyways, I hope you like these ideas. As usual, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Say hi, tell me where you're watching from if you're watching on replay. Feel free to sprinkle it to your social media. Go up to my home page and take a look. If you see a little thumb that looks like this underneath my picture or underneath the top of it, that means you haven't liked my page yet. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these other Easter projects or anything else that I have going on, you want to definitely like my page. So I appreciate you watching. I will take pictures of these projects and put it in the comments, and then I will be back very soon with tons more ideas that are quick, easy, that don't require a ton of ingredients. They'll be super affordable. I mean, you probably have 100 of these things hanging around from Easter last year. They are sometimes a little unusual, and they don't require any artistic or crafting abilities. So I'll be coming back to you live in the next couple of days with lots more projects just like that. See you later. Thanks for watching.